So people don't know, Drake is in trouble. This is coming out after his UMG allegation lawsuit against them. Now I have a separate video about that, as I believe I can go a lot more in depth in that detail in another video. But the gist is that Drake is suing because music was artificially inflated with proof at the time in correlation with his music. And if that is true, that would have affected the deal that Drake had made with UMG about making a certain amount of music with a certain amount of success and a certain amount of impact. People don't know Drake was taking his time. If he actually locks in, his numbers gonna number. He's one of those artists where he doesn't have to really lock in. Now that's enough Drake glaze, because I'm saying that for a reason, because this is a little deeper than people think it is, man. Because now they're trying to all say, oh, he's an accessory, da 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 da. Look, that person that is in jail is going to do any and everything he can to not be in jail. And that's not defending Drake or defending who or whatever or Kendrick. I'm directly saying that man is not just in jail. That man is in the doghouse. The entire prison don't rock with him. The way he's been moving, no one's rocking with him. He took out someone that was a very loved and critically acclaimed artist in that area, in that region. There was never going to be some type of deeper sentiment that, you know, was going to happen. They ain't rocking with him. And he's feeling it every day in that jail with no friends, no money, no accessories, no nothing. He can't even order a bag of chips. Bro slime bro out for some jerseys. You think that he actually can afford something? That he got real street ties? And I be trying to explain this to a lot of people, that this is why a lot of folks are not feeling what Drake is saying. They're not feeling what Drake and, you know, all this stuff in general is, because every time we really speak on it, it's just so many just assumptions and so much maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Let's really talk about and so what's really going on. X's, you know, dude that got X done in has been openly trying to get his case overturned. Now the reason he's trying to get it overturned is because he's trying to allege that, you know, Drake had some impact and kind of hired him. Now here's why that's a very stupid angle, and why I don't understand the reason he's doing this besides just dragging Drake down. You already took your money, fam. And the funnier thing is that Drake is smart enough or whatever enough, or his team was whatever enough, to where if he was involved, there's like nothing, bro. What UMG is trying to do is what anybody who has real money is gonna do. They're just gonna try to get you caught up. Think about when Mr. Diddler was suing his alcohol brand, and this is not even a month before all those allegations about him came out. He sued them, he won for discrimination, won like maybe I think 40-50 million. They weren't having that. They paid him more than that for a long time, probably even a good amount yearly towards that amount. And once those, you know, higher levels of elite felt a certain way, they let information or let the ball roll for whoever couldn't get that information handled. I'm not saying that that's how it's going right now with Drake. All I'm saying right now is that it's a very similar track of events and a very similar timing with those events. This thing with Drake and allegations have been around for a minute with, you know, XXXTentacion, rest in peace. XXXTentacion was one of those artists that was very open, honest, and expressive with his talent and his music. And he was one of those artists that from the beginning had a impact that I wouldn't even call it something like Michael Jackson, because I don't think anyone in this generation, except the closest really being Drake, has had an impact where people felt their impact originally like a Michael Jackson. But to compare him with someone in this generation, he felt like the next coming of artists with enough impact like Drake. Not a sound like Drake, not a flow like Drake, not a impact like Drake in that way, but with that certain boom, that certain flavor, that certain style, that certain expression that was able to reach a lot of people at a early area in his career. And I'm saying that that's so important is because Drake was very threatened by that. You have to remember, at this time, this was when anything Drake touched turned to gold. This was when the Drake stimulus package was still prime VIP rolling loud numbers, you feel me? This man Drake was focused. And when he saw someone with a focus who didn't rock with him, who was very against what he was representing, it made a issue. Now, I have to leave it at that part, because everything else besides that is all hearsay, he say, she say, whatever say. But the reason I'm saying that is because I think even the most conspiracy brain people can admit that Drake definitely didn't get it done like that, bro. And the reason I'm saying that is because they're giving bro a lot of credit, bro. They're giving bro a lot of credit. This man is not a mob boss. And it's amazing that he's been able to market himself these last 6 years. I think he has a fantastic marketing team because, bro, you are a rapper. And beyond a rapper, this man don't come from the trenches. Anything he would have got handled would have been in a way to where we will not find out, because folks from the trenches get caught up. Folks with money get other people caught up. And that's exactly what happened. Now, whether you think deeper or not or whatever's going on, bro, all I want to say is this, man. We got to say something about Drake and a lot of these other dudes right now, because where do we go from here when we say, oh, this artist did this artist did that? All y'all are doing, bro, is just creating such a corny reality, man, because this is all it's doing now, bro. This is what we have everyone else saying what they think happened, what they didn't think happened, and it's just blowing my mind, bro, because the man who, you know, took care of Tentacion, I think it's really lame, bro, because the guy wrote a statement to clarify that Drake had no prior involvement because fans were speculating, and now we're making it seem like Drake is heavily involved now. But it is really interesting because from his point of view, this is a smart angle to take from the case. It gets people's heart and heat off you. It makes people start focusing on a bigger artist. It could even potentially get you some leniency with your case and your sentencing. What I don't think it does is brings any emotional weight towards him. It makes people look at him like even more of a hardened criminal. And to me, that was the dumbest thing he could have done, because he's brought it back up, bro. It's like people are in denial. And everyone that's saying he isn't involved, is that the other. Explain it. Give an actual definition why. Don't just say, oh, he didn't like him because of beef. Give an actual reason. I've done a lot, and I'm talking about a lot of research. If there was something that was such a red flag, I'm telling you, it would have been found out. I remember when people thought that it was, what's that boy name? Didn't he just pass away this year too? That Florida artist, the Florida artist with the wigs, man. When I see you, that dude, the one who always dissing people. He literally was one of the artists people thought had handled X. And with the mask and then this, it was all looking too perfectly timed up, but it was just trolling, really smart marketing, but it wasn't him. So I'm saying, how many times do people have to just see social media, see the obvious bait, see the obvious lack of information, and just go with the most simple thing every time? I think, in my opinion, this is what's going on. Drake has overperformed for his UMG contract. If y'all don't know, Drake was owed 600-700 M's. He overperformed. His numbers have done its thing. They've always done its thing. UMG didn't like that. So when they saw what was going on with Kendrick back and forth, they let, numbers do their thing. Did they have ulterior motive? Yes. Did they benefit? Yes. Does it make sense? Yes. Is there proof? Yes. Yo, we're trying to focus on the narrative about Drake being this mob boss. Can people please touch grass and go outside for a little bit? The only thing that's happened right here is, one, Kendrick making an amazing diss and amazing back and forth, and of course he won, but the label did their thing and made the song impact a little deeper than it was supposed to impact. And with the level of talent that Kendrick has, people ignore that because he's just that talented. We can never say he wouldn't have already done that impact eventually. So that's what I'm saying. Look at the deeper level and just think a little deeper sometimes. Don't let the narratives get y'all caught up. People are defending these billion-dollar record labels when at the end of the day, the rappers are the lower income. The rappers are the ones going through it. The rappers are the ones trying to survive. I don't know what it is with the world with allowing these people in suits who are making 10 times the money to put people against each other, and they're blaming the rappers. Like, please get a grip. Please. Like, we've seen it happen time and time again. At this point, people are allowing themselves to get caught up in the foolishness. Cloudy World, let me know your thoughts overall. If y'all think this man Drake really got it handled like that, drop some info, drop something that I haven't seen, and I'll pick it back up and I'll do the most A1 of diligence to focus on and figure out if what y'all saying is true. But from what I've seen, this is just another rumor that's taken 1,000,001 years to just go away. Cloudy World, and we gone.